I've spoken to so many BJJ and MMA gyms, and 9 out of 10 of them are making this huge mistake when it comes to their memberships. And if this doesn't immediately click with you, then I'm pretty sure there's something wrong. You should know what I'm talking about already. Don't worry though, guys. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the perfect setup for your memberships. It's simple, it's easy to set up, and it makes life easier for both you and the members. Hi, this is Nathan from MAT, the #1 management application for combat sports academies. And today I'm going to share some key insights when it comes to memberships. I speak to so many gym owners and they all make the same mistake. But first, we need to understand some basic principles. So the first thing that we need to understand is the value of the membership. What are your members paying for? So when somebody comes into the gym, what do we want to charge them for? Do we want to charge them for what they're doing on the mat, or do we want to charge them for how much time they spend on the mat? So this is where an important decision needs to be made. If we charge them for what they do on the mat, we're not taking into consideration how much time they spend on the mat. And this can also box your members in to make a decision before signing up, which can cause a little bit of friction. And we'll talk about that later. So the best way that we see gyms setting up their memberships is they don't charge their members based on whether they're training kickboxing, boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or if they're just using the gym. What they do is they charge them for how much time they spend in the gym. So what does this look like? We see the most successful gyms that we work with using 2 times a week membership, 3 times a week membership, and unlimited plans. Now, point number 2 is friction. I mentioned this before. So we've thought about the value we bring to our members and what we're charging them for, but we also need to take into consideration the friction when the member signs up for the membership. So imagine that a new member comes into the gym, all of a sudden they have to make a decision. Now, maybe this guy's never trained before. He doesn't know what he wants to train. Kickboxing, boxing, jiu-jitsu. Maybe he's never tried them before. So we don't want to box them into a decision early on, because this can create friction when it comes to purchasing the membership. Whereas when we set it up by charging them for the value of how much time they spend on the mat, we can allow them the flexibility to choose which discipline they want to practice, and they have access to everything. So it's easier for us to bring the members on board, and it's easier for them, once they're paying for the membership, to choose and try different disciplines and figure out what's right for them. And this is extremely important to understand, because when somebody's coming in to put money on the table and purchase a membership, that friction can be the reason that they turn away. Many gyms that I've spoken to have come across this issue. They have too many pricing options. They try and fit people into disciplines before they know, and it creates that friction. And then they wonder why their new signups are coming in and walking away saying to them, "I'll think about it, I'll let you know." And then you never get the sign up. And this leads perfectly into the last point we need to understand, the final principle, flexibility. So when a new prospect comes in, we want to give them the flexibility to choose, because once they've signed up for the membership, they should be able to try out those different disciplines like I mentioned before. And it makes your life easier as well, because the memberships are flexible. You're not going to have your members coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I want to try the striking class. I've only been doing jiu-jitsu. How do I change my membership? Can you sort that out for me?" This admin work is going to stack up on top of each other, and it's going to take you away from the mats and take you away from your community. Whereas if they're paying 2 to 3 times a week or an unlimited plan, if they want to try a new sport, a new discipline, they have the freedom to do that. And then if they want to train more in total, they can simply upgrade their plan, and they don't need to ask you to do anything. So what is that perfect solution for your memberships? What do we recommend at MAT to all of the gyms that we work with? We recommend that you set up a simple plan. You charge the members for how much time they spend on the mat, and they have the freedom to choose. You set it up as 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and unlimited. Now, there are variations. You could just do 2 times a week and unlimited. It's up to you. But this gives you the flexibility, it gives the members the value, and it reduces the friction when new people are walking into the gym. Now, if you want to learn more about MAT and how our experts can help you solve all the problems in your academy, you can click the link down below and speak to us directly, or you can check out the next video here, and it's going to show you how to do everything I just spoke about in this video.